everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna talk pimples. Alright, so let's get started. What is a pimple? A pimple forms, it's basically a formation of inflammation on your skin. This forms due to the blockage in a hair follicle or pore on your face. This will become blocked with excess dead skin cells if you don't exfoliate frequently, and excess sebum in your skin. So, as everyone knows, having, a lot of excess oil, and I'm talking about the dirt oil present on your skin, will lead to a higher risk of getting a pimple. So what happens is once this pore becomes blocked, there is a type of bacterium that lives on your face or within your pores called Propion P bacterium. Or Propion P acnes is another word for it. Basically what it does is it actually feeds off, the sebum and dead skin cells, and it actually leads to an infection. So once the blockage has become infected, this will generally lead to what you see, the angry white head that's staring at you in the mirror in the morning. And becomes your nemesis over the few days as it takes forever to go down.
Dinkelberg.
So basically once that happens, that forms into fat, which is called a pustule. A papule is basically just the red inflammation that you see before it turns into the pus whitehead. Everything that comes out once you do squeeze a breakout out, what spots on your mirror, is pus, as you know, which is basically just dead white blood cells. White blood cells go to an area to attack an infection. Again, the infection is caused by the Propion P bacteria, and that's what a pimple is. So what do you do about them? How do I get rid of it? I don't want this on my face. So what do? A pimple, again, since it's caused by excess sebum and dead skin cells, the best things that you can do is try to prevent them from coming. So the reason why you may be producing excess sebum may be due to you being dehydrated, so drink some water. Make sure you cleanse your face properly in the morning and at night. Of course, this can be tricky if you are a very dry skin type. You probably shouldn't be using a cleanser in the morning. It's actually very recommended by several dermatologists to just wash with water, use a hydrating toner and SPF, and you're done and ready to go in the morning. However, at nighttime, after you have been wearing your SPF all day, especially facing environmental damage and pollution, etc., it's important to cleanse your face properly and cleanse all those germs and dirt, whatever, off your face. It's also equally important to give back the moisture and the nourishment and all of the above to keep your barrier in a very happy, full, intact way. So, kind of sounds like I'm pulling a lot of random things out of everywhere here, but just bear with me. It all comes together. It will all make sense. So again, how I'm talking about this barrier, replenishing the moisture, etc. Your skin will actually produce excessive oil because it's so dry. So it's because it's oh my god,
water would be nice.
Parched. So please give me some oil, or I'm just gonna make it. And then it will just continuously make more and more oil. So this will just lead to an excessive amount of oil on your skin, overproduction of oil, plus your lack of exfoliant, blocking the pores, pimple, the bacteria, pustule. There you go. So just drink lots of water, keep your skin moisturized and hydrated. Just pay attention to yourself, okay? Another thing that I also keep mentioning, just kind of low-key, is to make sure you exfoliate. Exfoliation is so important. You want to do this at least 2 to 3 times a week, but no more than that. Even if a product says gentle enough for daily use, I don't suggest to use it daily because, especially if it's a chemical exfoliant, it will actually strip that barrier that I just mentioned before. And your barrier is extremely important for holding on to the moisture that you put into your skin, as well as acting as what is called a barrier to the outside. So you need a barrier to protect you from the germs, from pollutants, from everything. Because when you talk on the phone, when you touch your face, you're walking around outside and a car drives by and all that exhaust blows up in the air and it looks like it disappeared, but it actually spreads out into the environment, and you standing right there. So I mean, hey, you really need your barrier to protect you from that, as well as some SPF, etc., and antioxidants to protect you from all of that damage. So it's very, very important not to over exfoliate your skin, but to exfoliate dead skin cells so that they cannot fall into your pores and block it. That is one of the most important ways to avoid getting a breakout. So what do you do once you have a breakout? Are you supposed to touch it? No, you leave it and let it go away on its own. Obviously that's a harder thing. It's easier said than done because you're just going to be looking at this gross red, pretty painful, you know, swollen thing on your face. So what you can do is spot treat. Ding. Spot treatment is a good way to get rid of your breakouts without attacking your whole face, essentially. Things that you can use to spot treat your breakouts without applying it all over your face and therefore drying your skin are benzoyl peroxide, niacinamide, salicylic acid, sometimes essential oils such as tea tree oil. I don't really like to use essential oils personally on the skin just because they're extremely strong. Like obviously that's why they only come in bottles this big, because when you go like this, you're like, whew, that's a huge waft. So you really don't want to put something like that directly onto your face, but I know it's like a suggestion that a lot of people use, and a lot of people actually find it very effective. You know your skin best, so do what feels right and what does not cause you to be overly irritated, etc. Again, this is for spot treatment, not for everywhere on your skin. So just using things like that will help to, you know, not prolong the life of your breakout and help it go away faster, because it's actually going to go ahead and attack it, dry it, and clear it out. Especially using something such as salicylic acid, this will be very, very helpful. The reason why estheticians such as myself and dermatologists and many others say don't touch your breakout is for a number of reasons. These reasons include you increase the risk of scarring, and I'll zoom in because I popped a ton of breakouts here. The rest is starting to fade finally, but I popped a few breakouts because I was obviously like, I can't look at it, and I'm a professional, so I know what I'm doing. So I still remove them. Obviously the height, it does increase your chances of scarring, and that's generally why we suggest to others not to do it. I just don't have any spot treatment at the moment. I ran out. So I went ahead to do that. Another reason is because it can in fact spread bacteria around your face, especially if you're not a professional and you don't know what you're doing. You're just gonna go in with your bare fingers and just squish in an area, and then as soon as you see the white disappear, or not even all of it, you see some white disappear, you're satisfied. That's not enough. You need to make sure you squeeze everything out of your face, and otherwise you just actually cause it to burst back into your skin, and then it spreads under the skin to right next door, and then you get a new breakout. So, you know, it just causes an endless cycle of breakout. So just to help yourself, just don't do it, okay? Just spot treat. It's really much better. It's literally the better option. So do that, okay? Say you did pick at your face, do some bathroom surgery, and touch your breakouts, such as me here. There are things to do. It's not the end of the world. It's just on a larger scale. If you're really, really struggling with acne, you don't want to have a bunch of, it's harder to really distinguish, and you don't really want to have like, you know, a bunch of scars and then a bunch of acne. Still, like, you know, a mix of it all together. It definitely makes it hard to deal with. So what you want to do is continue to exfoliate your skin using something such as an AHA exfoliant, because this will contain acids that are going to accelerate your cell turnover rate, which will actually push newer, healthier cells to the surface, which in turn will push out the scarring and the pigmented tissue that's there and help fade it, really. Another thing you can do is make sure you're wearing SPF on a day-to-day basis. SPF protects you from further sun damage. Sun damage obviously shows up in the form of pigmentation on your face because your skin is trying to protect itself with melanin. So that's another thing that it's doing when it's healing a scar. So if it's already done that to heal the scar and then you go sit in the sun with no SPF, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to get darker and get worse. So make sure you wear SPF every single day. It's very healthy and very important for your skin. And using things like vitamin C. Vitamin C is a brightening ingredient. It's not an exfoliant, but it's super, super helpful at giving your skin its overall health in terms of it protects your skin from other free radical damage. It brightens your skin, fades pigmentation and scarring, and is very, very hydrating for your skin. And increase the intake of it, so maybe eat more oranges and clementines if you'd like, but applying it topically is definitely helpful. So now you know what a pimple is. Now you know how to treat one without popping it. And if you did pop it, now you know how to fade the scarring that will come along with it. So thank you for sticking around and watching my video today. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your days. Don't pop your breakouts, wear SPF every day, and check me out on all my other socials. I have a TikTok where I post my facial videos, Instagram where I post about skincare constantly. So if you're a skincare junkie just like me, please give me a follow. I'll link it down below. And keep watching my videos. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.